5 and counting. We're waiting now the cue ball cover retract at this point.
C1LO, locks flight vents to close and auto. Verified. CPDC, retract the cue ball.
We have the cue ball cover has been retracted. T-minus 4 minutes and 40 seconds and counting. Four minutes and 30 seconds and counting.
Saturn launch control, 3 minutes, 44 seconds and counting. Our countdown still going well, aiming toward our planned liftoff at 7 a.m. We're now a matter of about 20 seconds away from the automatic sequencer coming in. A matter of a minute or so ago, we retracted the cue ball cover, which protects the angle of attack meter atop the launch escape tower. Now 3 minutes, 25 seconds and counting. The terminal count sequencer is armed at the present time. The sequencer will come in at 3 minutes and 6 seconds, where the countdown will be completely automatic from that time down. 3 minutes, 10 seconds and counting. 3 minutes, 5 seconds and counting. We have firing command. The sequencer is in. T-minus 3 minutes and counting. Our countdown completely automatic from this time down. However, as reported earlier, the crew here will be monitoring a number of red line values to assure that we have satisfactory temperatures and pressures during these final moments of the count. Now, T-minus 2 minutes, 40 seconds and counting. The various propellant tanks within the Saturn V launch vehicle in all 3 stages are now being pressurized. They're primarily pressurized with helium to assure that we will get a good flow of both the liquid oxygen and the liquid hydrogen or the RP1 fuel, depending on the stage. T-minus 2 minutes, 20 seconds and counting. Our automatic status board here, driven by the computer, indicates all is still well with the countdown at this time. The pressurization sequence continuing, and we will stand by for further reports. Now coming up on 2 minutes. Mark, T-minus 2 minutes and counting. T-minus 2, we have confirmation that the second stage liquid oxygen tank now has been pressurized. 1 minute, 50 seconds and counting. All still going well at this time. Minute 35 seconds, still all going well at this time. The pressurization continuing within the Saturn V launch vehicle. 1 minute 30 seconds and counting, all still going well at this time. Receiving some readouts on some of these red line values. All indications are that everything is still satisfactory. T-minus 1 minute 15 seconds and counting. Third stage propellants now have been pressurized. Launch control, T-minus 60 seconds and counting. First stage now pressurizing. We're coming up on the power transfer in a matter of seconds. This is when we switch to internal power aboard the vehicle. T-minus 50 seconds, we have the power transfer. The vehicle is internal. The complete vehicle is now pressurized. T-minus 40 seconds and counting. Our status board still indicates all is well. T-minus 35. T-minus 30 seconds and counting. Number 1 swing arm now being retracted from the Saturn V vehicle. 25 seconds and counting. T-minus 20, still counting at this time. T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commits. We have liftoff. Liftoff at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. 5 seconds into the flight, we're looking good. We have cleared the tower. We have
understand tower clearance. Houston Center assumes control. Pitch and roll program started. Our vehicle going now to an azimuth heading of 72 degrees. All 5 F1 engines firing, looking good. Given a green light at this time from range safety. Roll program is completed now. Pitch profile still in progress. 40 seconds. Mark 45 seconds. Our vehicle well beyond the beach now. Our IP impact point moving out well over water as desired. Mark 56 seconds. Our cabin pressure is relieving, coming down now from a pad base 16 pounds per square inch. Looking good. Mark 1 minute, 10 seconds coming up on a period of maximum aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Still looking good. Mark 1 minute, 25 seconds. Pass through max Q. Still looking good. Now 10 nautical miles in altitude, heading out beyond the Earth's atmosphere. We're on our way. Mark 1 minute, 45 seconds, 14 nautical miles in altitude, 12 nautical miles downrange. Velocity at this time, 4,600 feet per second and accelerating. Mark 2 minutes, Flight Director Cliff Charlesworth now polling members of his flight control team as to our status for staging, and we're standing by. Center engine has shut down. Our 4 outboard engines have shut down. Booster engineer reports ignition on our second stage. Our first stage will be falling away shortly now. It's day's work done. Again, the greatest weightlifting effort ever. Mark 2 minutes, 50 seconds, 40 nautical miles in altitude, 70 nautical miles downrange. Stage has separated this crucial timeline event right on schedule. Telemetry data intermittent at this time, standing by. Flight Dynamics reports our trajectory is go at this time. Bermuda has acquired our vehicle. The launch vehicle digital computer is now actively guiding our vehicle. Our pitch program, which slowly pitched our vehicle over about a half a degree per second, ended just before staging. We're now in iterative guidance mode 1, updating our heading every 2 seconds, and we're homing in for our target in space at this time. Dynamics reports trajectory as go. Our vehicle now 80 nautical miles in altitude, 260 nautical miles downrange. Because of noisy data, we were not able to confirm tower jet as the event occurred. However, our trajectory looks very, very good at this time. Mark 5 minutes, 32 seconds. Our flight dynamics officer reports we have an S4 beat orbit capability at this time. At this time, during the firing of our 5J2 engines, we're seeing a propellant ratio mix of our fueled oxidizer. This cutting the flow of oxidizer provides us with a higher specific impulse. Its effect much like the overdrive in a car for better gas mileage. Still looking good at 6 minutes into the flight. ECOM reports that it looks like we did get tower jet. Again, confirming tower jet. Mark 6 minutes 20 seconds, 92.5 nautical miles in altitude, 440 nautical miles downrange. We're at approximately 60% of our desired speed for orbit at this time. Mark 6 minutes 40 seconds, our 5J2 engine still looking good. We should now be burning about 2,500 pounds of propellants per second. On the first stage, we expect we averaged about 29,000 pounds of propellants per second. Mark 7 minutes, still looking good. 96 nautical miles in altitude, 535 nautical miles downrange. Mark 7 minutes 20 seconds. ECOM reports our cabin pressure is now stable at 6 pounds per square inch, that desired for orbit. Mark 7 minutes 45 seconds. We have a preliminary report of the loss of 2 engines. This would be engines 2 and 3. However, our guidance is holding well and we're standing by. Our hydraulics are good, reports booster. We'll stand by for further confirmation of that report. This is only a preliminary report at this time. 8 minutes 10 seconds into the flight. Booster reports at this time we're looking go. So we're standing by at 8 minutes 28 seconds into the flight. Our vehicle now 101 nautical miles in altitude, 780 nautical miles downrange. Booster reports our third stage looks good. We're at 8 minutes 52 seconds now into the flight. Our time delay for staging, apparently evidence of an engine out condition, but we're standing by for further confirmation. Mark 9 minutes 40 seconds, standing by. Our vehicle 105.7 nautical miles in altitude, 1,030 nautical miles downrange. Booster reports S4B ignition. Standing by. Flight Dynamics reports that trajectory confirms ignition. Booster reaffirms that our S4B is go at this time now traveling 23,000 feet per second, approximately 90% of our desired speed in orbit. Looking good at this time, 10 minutes, 40 seconds of the flight of Apollo 6. Mark 10 minutes, 55 seconds. Guidance reports we have a predicted time of cutoff of 12 minutes, 19 seconds. Mark 11 minutes, 15 seconds. Our third stage is still go. We're reading 24,000 feet per second at this time. Our vehicle is moving on. Mark 11 minutes, 55 seconds. We're standing by. Mark 12 minutes, 15 seconds. Our predicted cutoff is moving out. It's 12 minutes, 33 seconds at this time, says guidance officer. Standing by. Our vehicle now 1,600 nautical miles downrange. Booster reports shutdown of our third stage. We're in mission control.
25 seconds and counting. T-minus 20, still counting at this time. T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit. We have liftoff. Liftoff. 7 a.m. Standard time. 5 seconds into the flight. We're looking good. We have cleared the tower. We have
Understand tower clearance. Houston Center assumes control. Pitch and roll program started. Our vehicle going now to an azimuth heading of 72 degrees. All 5 F1 engines firing, looking good. Given a green light at this time from range safety.
Seconds and counting. T-minus 20, still counting at this time. T-minus 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. We have ignition sequence start. 6, 5,